Hello there, everyone. Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and taking back once again with some more Tekken 8 ranked matches as I try to get Asuka a little bit closer to Battle Ruler here. But it looks like my first opponent is going to be a Nina player, so this could spell trouble instantaneously, but we'll see what we can do here and try not to get our asses handed to us. But we go for the low here. They don't block it. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. All right, we're going to heat it up and go for a throw here. Actually, I say I'm going to go for a throw and then fuck it up as badly as I can. All right, they got their heat, and I get hit by it still. Bring a low profile in here. All right, we go for the grab. They're gonna break it. All right, please don't drop this knee. All right, we're gonna go for a little low jab here. I did everything I could to mess up that round, but I somehow managed to win it still. All right. The low, they tried to press there, and I messed that up. All right, try to reinforce plus frames here. They're not blocking low just yet, so we're just gonna keep doing what we do. All right, they do block low there. We do get our parry. I don't know why I gotta stop using that as a punish because it's not really good to punish whiffs, I should say. But I had some reach on it. All right, they get tagged there by the running 1+2, so I'll take it. All right, cans. Or I'll accidentally touch L2 and get the grab because I'm an idiot. All right, please don't drop this knee. All right, there we go. All right, that was a good call there. I tried to block low. All right, I figured they might crouch. We go with 1+2. I drop it. I'm a fool. All right, down back 3. Sidewalk it there. I'm gonna do it again. They do block it that time though. All right, I kind of figured they would not stop pressing buttons, so I did not feel any fear to be a Neanderthal in Menace R2. But all right, first game goes to us, and hopefully I can maintain course here. But Nina's very, very scary, so I could very well let this slip away from me and get my ass beat. But we're almost to the midpoint in Flame Ruler, so let's see if we can get a little bit closer to Battle Ruler here. But my goal, I guess, for this little Tekken run that I'm doing is I want to try to get Asuka to the blue ranks if I can, and then if I manage to meet that goal, I want to try to get my well, the character that's supposed to be my main in this game, King, to Fujin as well. And King's also sitting at Flame Ruler. But I don't know why. I've just been having a lot more fun playing Asuka at the moment than King, even though King's still my boy. But I just kind of been in the mood to play Asuka for whatever reason. All right, I tried to spin my heat before I lost it. God, that sliding kick goes forever far away. All right, they're blocking low on that here. I tried to sidestep him and got hit for it. All right, that was not the right call. All right, down back 3. As in, I tried to do it and just get the wrong button. All right, we're a plus. All right, change the string up that time. I committed way too late. All right, managed to catch a backflip in here. One of the stacks but messed up. All right, we're going to heat up, go for the grab, no break. Go low, we trade, and I think they tried to crouch there, and we just spam heat and win, which is very stupid, but it managed to work. I tried to launch him there. All right, try to keep him honest there. All right, 1+2, they do crouch, or tried to press a button there, and I drop it, grab me fool. I did that for the mix, and then I was just asininingly far away, so that was never going to work. All right, they're probably going to get the wall here, so this might be, yeah, this is game over, or round over. Oh, they managed to connect there. Okay, let's try to play a little bit better here. Back up. All right, we'll manage to connect there. I whiff on the grab, no punish from it. I should have launched them for that, but I panicked into grab. Right, we got the health lead here. BR plus. They do block low. Alright, they could have launched the hell out of me for that. Alright, they low profile me there. And barring a drop, I'm probably dead. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike. We are plus. Ah, god damn, that logo is so far. I never expected to go halfway across the screen, but it just does every time. I'm sure a lot of people think that about Asuka's down back 3 as well. Okay, they tie it up at around a piece. I gotta be looking out for that low a little bit more. It just slides so far across the stream. I always think it's gonna fall just a little bit short, and it just doesn't. Right, they roll around my stupidity. Alright, that move's hella negative. I just wanted to see if they would allow me to keep my turn there. We're gonna heat up. And grab him. Alright, let's launch there. I fucked up. Alright, that time they actually blocked high. Alright, so that goes into a low. I don't really know like all of Nina's strings. And I walked right into a heat gauger. Or heat move. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Alright, we kind of had the same idea. We are plus. Is that a grab? Okay. I guess so, because I'm being thrown. Oh, a lot of good it did me to use my heat there. Tried to use those to get off my tool here, but we do catch him sidewalking. Again, that move goes really far. Alright, they do block the low there. Alright, I did think they wanted to take their turn there, so I decided to be an idiot. But this is not going to kill by any means. But we catch them rolling forward. I wasn't really afraid of them using their super there, mainly just because I figured they would die from any hit. Alright, that hits my down back 3. Alright, they dropped the combo, thankfully. Go for the grab. That's the first time they've broken that. Alright, I get him. We're using a low. I mean, they're just going to lay here on the ground. I thought that might have been my turn there. Alright, I'm just going to randomly grab here. And manage to catch him. Okay, we're going to sidewalk here. I wasn't fast enough. Alright, we'll catch him here. I'm going to go low. Alright, we're a plus. Alright, we're going to keep the momentum. And that should be game here. Barring a drop. And when you know it, I drop it. Kind of happened at an awkward angle there. Right there, needs their heat. I tried to sidewalk them. But they're dead now. They got a little bit too aggro there. But alright, managed to clinch the set here. Off of me being stupid. But okay. That Nina player goes down, and we get a little bit closer to the middle of Flame Ruler. And getting us a little bit closer to our goal of a Fujin here. But good game to that opponent. Let's see if I can actually manage to continue to win some sets here. But I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here, going up against a Clive player, which I haven't seen too many of, so it's going to be interesting to see how I can handle Clive. But they did have a disconnect rate of 6%, so I accepted before I noticed, so I mean this could go severely poorly. Alright, but I'm not playing very well. Okay, we're getting hit by every damn thing. I'm not really sure what Clive does, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, I figured they might try to also spin their heat there. They whiff the grab. Alright, please don't drop this combo me. Alright, now I'm not really worried about them mashing rage there, just because we had the health. They didn't have enough health, I don't think, to really do anything about it. And I sidestep launched and did not recover on the grab. Damn, they have some leech. so that's a low. Alright, I'm gonna get knowledge check to death probably. Alright, they do break that grab. And they go for the immediate grab of their own, which was a good call because I did try to heat there. And they get me there. Alrighty. Go for low here. Alright, I mean, that was absolutely their turn, but you know what? That's okay. And they go for a grab. Right there in heat, though. We gotta watch. No break on that throw. I go for low there. I whiff, and I'm gonna pay for it here. And I'm just gonna shoulder charge because I saw them run up there. Alright, can-cans. Not a good call. They're gonna get the 4 break. That'll be some decent damage. Alright, they drop it. And I whiff because I'm an idiot. They do block low there. Alright, let's keep our turn. They do block low. Okay, now they're starting to look out for that more, so now we can go for the mid. And I got hit on my armor, which is unfortunate. And I don't know if this combo is ever going to end. Alright, read the parry. They're airborne, so this isn't really going to do too much damage. Despite the low health that we have. I mean, it still did quite a bit, but... Alright, I thought I could fit in a punch there before Titan came out. Alright, I'll take that. Now we go for the mid. I messed up there. A little bit too far away to catch him with it, but we do what we can. Alright, they don't block the low there, and we managed to win the game there. I was going to say round, because I forgot that I had already won 2, but we get a little bit closer to the mid, well, we are at the midpoint of Flame Ruler here. Now let's see if we can play a whole lot cleaner and not get messed up by Clive. Alright, I'm just going to back up and block. Alright, let's kind of fish for that, go for low. Gotta make them wary with the mid, which I'm going to go for here. Alright, get him with back 1. And we had a pretty good round there. I'm going to sidestep here. Alright, I thought that string was over. I am the world's worst at telling when strings are done. Alright, they do crouch there. Of course, I've been doing that a lot. They crouch there as well. I'm surprised they didn't low parry their shit, or not low parry, but I guess parry there is what the word I'm looking for. Alright, he is crouching a ton, so Alright, I meant to do down back 3, but that would have been the right, that wouldn't have been the right call regardless. I thought I could interrupt that. I was dead wrong. I'm probably dead here because I got the wall. Yeah, we couldn't get up there, unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna start fishing for that mid a whole lot more because they are blocking low a ton. Or yeah, they're blocking low a ton. I said the right thing the first time. Okay, I thought that string was over. I was also wrong. I'm gonna get fucked up for that. Alright, they crouch a ton. They stand block that though. I'm meaning to do down back 3 there, not just 3 like an idiot. Or back 3 like an idiot. Okay. Well, they got me there. Alright, don't let that string finish. Gonna armor up. Go for the mid. I dropped the combo again. That grab went a little bit further than what I thought. I tried to sidewalk him there, but I'll take that. We do have our stacks though, but let's not drop this and get the damage. All right, they don't block the low there, and we tie things up at 2 apiece. All right, gonna sidestep here. All right, they crush there. Good call. All right, I tried to heat up to get out of trouble. I thought they would have been close enough to get hit by that, but I was not right about that. And they grab there. I didn't think that would be their first reaction, but I've been doing that a lot, so it was the right call. And we lose our points. Let's see if we can tighten things up here and get back to where back to where I was a second ago. Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm gonna armor up here when we trade. All right, we get to launch here. I drop it instantaneously because I'm stupid. All right, we're gonna armor through that. I'm gonna go low. Oh, the string was not over. The string was not over again. They get the 4 break. All right, they get hit by that. And we're gonna hit him with our super here. I was fishing for that. Probably not what I should have been fishing for, but it's what I went for nonetheless. And we get the early lead here with 1 round on the board. Okay, back it up. I mean, Titan's gotta be highly punishable, right? Am I right? All right, I keep thinking it's my turn and it's not, or just maybe making the wrong choices. All right, we're gonna heat up here. All right, they don't block the low that time. Go low again. That time they were looking for it. All right, I'm probably dead here because I'm not gonna be able to move. Yeah, okay. All right, that's a round apiece here. All right, so there's not, can't really sidewalk that. All right, go for the grab. They do crouch. All right, you can't crouch that. And that did a little up kick a lot. I missed there. I whipped there a ton. Damn, I was trying to... All right, managed to grab out of that. I don't think this is going to be enough for the kill. They blocked it down back 3. I whiffed there. I thought I could interrupt that again. Fuck. I'm probably dead here. All right. Well, we lose that round as Ifrit beats the shit out of me. Okay, gotta play a little more carefully here. They are just fishing for low, or what? I say fishing for lows. I mean, I am doing it a lot, so I'm giving them a reason to do that. Now I just gotta give them a reason to not do that. When in the hell is that fucking string over? My God. I keep thinking it's my turn and it's not. I cannot tell when anything is ever done with any character. All right, catch him on the whiff. All right, I'll take that. And I managed to catch him with the mid there. Okay, I thought I was going to whiff like a dumbass. I tried to do down back 3. All right, they do block low that time. Get the punish there. All right, it's going to be decent damage. All right, I'll catch him there. Probably spent that way too soon. As in, I spent that way too soon. Alright, move there. Well, I didn't think I was going to get hit by a grab in that scenario. I tried to sidewalk it and got hit by it. I think I was sidewalking in the wrong direction. I tried to sidewalk to the right. Or maybe it's just not sidewalkable. But who knows? I know nothing about Clive. But good game to that opponent, and I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent for the video here. Going up against a double gen player. Let's see if I can manage to not drop another game here. Alright, we go low. Hit the back three. Take this remix and go low again. Alright, now they're looking for it. Not in the scenario that I wanted. Alright, that did not go as far as I wanted, but... Well, I tried to sidewalk it, but not very good at that. Probably went the wrong direction. That was not the move I wanted. That's unfortunate. I wanted down back three. Only just got... I will always get hit by that move. Will never not happen. God damn, I will just keep getting hit by that move over and over again. And now I'm getting my head beat in. And they just have a flyback tool, so that's unfortunate. If I'm being honest, I didn't expect that to hit, so I didn't confirm on it very well. Alright, that's their turn still. I'll take that. We are plus here, but they sidewalk it perfectly. I'm just gonna try to take advantage of that. And they duck that, which is unfortunate. I can't sidewalk that. So they are dead here. Alright, so it's going to be a round on the board. Got a hell of a lot to clean up if I'm actually going to make this comeback on this double gen. Why did that hit me, is my question. I was standing far enough away to not be hit by that. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, that did not go as far as I wanted. I'm probably going to try a sidewalk here. Alright, they do block low. And they get the game from me there. Okay. A lot to clean up here. I am playing like shit against this person, so let's see if I can manage to play a little bit better. Going for too many lows, that's a big problem that I do. Or have. Oh, unfortunate trade. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, they get hit by that. And I got hit there, which is really unfortunate. And they sidewalk me there. Alright, we armor through there. And I managed to get around on the board here. Alright, they sidewalk a lot. They get blocked below. Alright, they're just always going to be looking out for that, so I just can't really do that string right now. And I'm going to get hit out of the air, unfortunately. Okay. Oop, I didn't think that'd be punish me from that damn far away. My god. And that string was not done like I thought. Okay. Alright, I should have went for 1+2, but managed to get the hit on this. And I dropped it, damn it. Wow, that move has some fucking reach on it. Holy shit. I did not think that it would hit me from that far away. My God. Okay. Like, I feel like I was on the other end of the screen and that still touched me. My God. All right, tried the low profile. Got the jab there and just got launched for it instantaneously. Hell yeah. Of course. Okay, well, I'll go fuck myself. And we're gonna lose. And basically all the progress I had made is gone. Par for the course. But a good game to that opponent. I do believe I'm going to end the video here, as Devil Jin has just messed me up. But if you made this far in the video, I thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.